Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is your first time joining us, I am an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia, but my clients are all throughout the United States. Some of them are international as well. Great to have you. I want to get started today with our question. So what we do is we have a question that's asked often by people that call our office, by people that watch us on our lives. And they bring up these topics that they just have these one-off questions and they want an answer. So before I get started, I want to let you know that nothing that I can say right now is going to be considered privileged or confidential. Okay, so this is going to be essentially general information about your case. So the question that has come up today is, I need to get a work permit. How do I get a work permit? All right, so again, the question is, I need a work permit. How do I get a work permit? Okay. The work permit is something that we need to know. It is not an application on its own, right? So you don't just apply for a work permit. You need to have your work permit based on something else. So you can get a work permit by, for example, you have an asylum application pending. Now, if you have a U visa, which is for victims of crime, you can get a work permit. But the short answer is you can't just apply for a work permit on its own. What you need to do is have a consultation so you can understand how it is that you might qualify for something, for some kind of benefit that will also make you eligible to have a work permit. Okay, call our office for a consultation. We can be reached at 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. All right, great. Hi, Yathin. Nice to see you. Yathin is one of our favorite fans here, always joining us. Thank you for joining. Yes, Yathin, call our office. Our phone number is 703-348-1663. Our working hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, that's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you call our office outside of those hours, you can leave a message and my staff will get back to you as soon as the next business day. We, again, are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. Happy to schedule a consultation. If you're a current client, of course, call our office and we can provide you updates if you would like. Otherwise, I would love to schedule a consultation with you. How are our consultations conducted? That's another question we get a lot. How are our consultations conducted? They are conducted either in person. Now I'm actually back in the office on a daily basis. We were working from home for a while, but now we're back in the office and we're doing consultations in person. We're also doing consultations. Most of them are done by Zoom, and we are also doing them by phone. So when you call our office and my assistant will schedule you. You will let her know what your preference is. Okay, again, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. All right, so we have all these questions coming in here. Nice to see you guys. Thank you for joining. Okay, so hi, Mitz. Mitz is saying, my husband is on H-1B and we received a green card through an EAD and travel documents, but my daughter is pending. Again, the question is, my husband is on H-1B. We received a green card, an EAD, and travel documents, but my daughter's is pending. If your husband is on H-1B, that means he wouldn't also have a green card, right? So you either have an H-1B or you have a green card. If he has a green card application pending or part of the green card application has been approved, and depending on the visa wait time, you can apply for your own I-485, your own adjustment of status application if you're in the United States. If you're abroad, you can apply through consular processing. So if your husband has a green card and a visa is available right now, it just depends on where your husband is from. The wait can vary depending on where your husband is from. Okay, so give us a call. We can kind of go through the process with you, see what exactly has happened in your husband's case. and see how best to get your daughter status in the U.S. Depending on her age, maybe she would or would not need an EAD, but if we apply, we can certainly apply for a social security number. So give us a call if your husband is on H-1B and you aren't exactly sure what's happening with your daughter. Everybody needs a separate application. Generally speaking, everybody needs a separate application, okay? Again, I'd love to have a consultation with you. You can call us 703-348-1663. I'd be happy to chat with you more. All right. Mariana says her question is, where is your office? Where is your office? Our office is in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. However, we can help you no matter where in the U.S. you are located. We can even help you if you're not located in the U.S. and you are located somewhere else in the world. We handle everything remotely if necessary, right? So we handle everything remotely if necessary. So call us for a consultation. We can do them by phone or by Zoom. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and you should call our office if you'd like to speak with me at 703-348-1663. Okay, no matter where in the U.S. you are located, I would be happy to chat with you. We only practice immigration law. We do not practice anything other than immigration law. It's only immigration law. All right, I'd love you call us for a consultation. Hi, Papo. Thank you for following. We're streaming right now on TikTok and on Facebook. All right, we're streaming on TikTok and on Facebook. Feel free to hop on, ask your immigration questions. If you follow us on TikTok, like us on Facebook, you'll be able to see when I am on. So then you will be notified and you can pop on and ask your questions. So make sure you follow us on TikTok, like us on Facebook. My handle is @AgarwalImmigration. Okay, again, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We only practice immigration law. All right. Mitz was clarifying. She says, my daughter's dependent EAD is pending. Well, there's no premium processing necessarily available, right? So it is taking kind of a long time if you have a green card application and you have an EAD pending. It is taking a little bit of a while. So I would say the average time is between 6 to 8 months. If you need it expedited, you can certainly call USCIS, although they're not the easiest to get through. Okay, feel free to reach us for a consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. Hi, Neelan. Neelan is asking, hi, how long does it take if any person petitions for their husband, USA to Bangladesh citizen spouse? Okay, so I think your question is, I'm a US citizen, right? I think her question is, let me say that again. I'm a US citizen and I would like to sponsor my spouse abroad. How long will it take? So no matter where they are, right, if you're a US citizen sponsoring your spouse, it doesn't impact the timing based on the country. So it's going to be the same pretty much for everybody, everybody applying. A US citizen sponsoring their spouse from anywhere abroad, it normally takes about 2 years. I would say it takes about 2 years. There are different ways it can be done. If you would like to speak with us in detail about the different options that are available in this situation, feel free to call me at 703-348-1663. Generally, it takes a couple of years, at least 2 years. Okay, give me a call. I would love to schedule a consultation. We handle green card applications all the time, and that's one of the things we do most often. I would be very happy to assist. Hi, Neelan. Oh, Neelan asked the same question twice. I think I answered your question. Davey says, I want to apply for citizen. So Davey, you want to apply for citizenship? Yes. Okay. So I have someone saying, I want to do my citizenship. I'm calling. No one is answering me. I'm not sure who you're calling. If you want to call our office, Davey, you can call us at 703-348-1663. You might be calling USCIS. It might be hard to get through. So let me, feel free to reach out to us. If we can help you, I can talk you through the citizenship process. Okay. So there are some things that you might need to know for citizenship. All right. So for Generally, for citizenship, you need to be in the US for a certain amount of time physically. So you need to be a green card holder for either 3 years or 5 years, generally speaking. You need to be a green card holder for either 3 years or 5 years, and your physical body needs to be in the US for half of the time that you're required. So if you only need 3 years, this is most people that are married to US citizens, only need to be a green card holder for 3 years before they apply for citizenship. They would then need to they would essentially need to physically be in the US for a year and a half before they apply. For those people that need 5 years for their residency requirement, so this is pretty much everybody except for spouses of US citizens, you would need to physically be present in the US for 2.5 years before you apply. So there are a lot of requirements for citizenship that sometimes people might overlook. So you should talk to someone if you think that you might not be eligible. Okay, call us for a consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. All right. Neelan says, how long does it take if any person petitions for their husband? Sorry, I think I just answered that. Davey, I think I just answered your question. Let's see. Hi, Stanley. How are you? Stanley is asking about essential workers. Essentially, it just depends, right? You can apply for a national interest exception. You can try to come in. It's a little bit complicated. So give us a call if you want to talk more about that. It's basically people are being barred from entering the U.S. unless they are essential workers, unless they qualify. So many, many different categories can qualify. Call us and we'll go through what is required for you. Okay, we're at 703-348-1663. Hi, Einalam on Facebook. Hi, Sunny. Nice to see you. Feel free to pop your question in, or if you just want to hang out and watch, I'm happy. I'm happy to do that as well. Davey says, I'm calling you. Great. Give us a call, 703-348-1663. Our office is closed at the moment. Okay, our office is not open right now. However, we can call you tomorrow. We will call you back tomorrow. If you want to leave a voicemail, feel free to leave a voicemail. Our office is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you call us outside of those hours, we will call you back the next day. Okay, but leave a message if you want to be sure. All right, again, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. All right. Okay. So someone says, how long does VAWA take to be approved? How long does VAWA take to be approved? VAWA usually takes, well, it's a complicated question, to be honest. The VAWA portion takes about a year and a half to be approved. If you are also eligible for and have applied for a green card with your VAWA application, that will take about 2 to 2.5 years to be approved. We handle lots of VAWA cases. Call us. We're at 703-348-1663. Hi, Majewal. You're saying, how many days after I-485 approval will I receive a green card? Great. If your I-485 is approved, they will tell you it takes about up to 90 days. Again, the question is, how long after the I-485 approval will I receive a green card? That your I-485 is a green card application for people that are in the United States. So if it's been approved, the right answer, at least what USCIS will tell you, is it can take up to 90 days. However, you can, I've seen it take 2 weeks or so. I really have seen it go very, very fast. If you need your help with your green card application, if you need to follow up, if you may have moved and you forgot to report it, there may be different factors that can impact the length of time that it takes to get your green card. But if you check your case status online, it will tell you if a card has been mailed. Okay? Give us a call if we can help you with your green card application. We're at 703-348-1663. Davey says, okay, great. Rob Brock says, if I have an asylum case pending, can I file a married petition or do I have to stop my asylum case? Excuse me. So essentially the question is, I have an asylum case pending. Can I file for a green card through marriage? Yes, you can file for a green card through marriage. Your asylum application is separate from your green card application, right? So you can file for your green card through marriage, and if your asylum is still pending at the time of the green card approval, we can pull it. We can withdraw it. Okay, so these are separate applications. The important thing to do is to make sure all of the information you're providing on both the applications are consistent. You don't want to have two different set of facts. You want to be consistent. It's very, very important that you do that. Give us a call if we can help you with this. We actually handle lots and lots of asylum cases, lots and lots of green card applications for people with pending asylum cases. Okay, call us for consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. All right. Great. So Devi said that she's going to give us a call. And I would be looking forward to talking to you. All right. All right. I have a few other people here. Thank you. Haha, lucky. Neelan is saying, if you're a citizen child, how long will it take for them to apply for your parents? So if you're a U.S. citizen and you're sponsoring your parents, how long will it take to apply? How long will that go? Number one, you need to essentially be 21. You have to be 21 to sponsor anybody. Okay? You have to be 21 years old before you can sponsor anybody. So if you're a child applying for your parents and you're 21, it will essentially depends on if your parents are in the US or if they're outside the US. Okay. If they're in the US, it can take about 2 years. If they're outside the US, it can take a little bit longer, maybe 2.5 years. Especially with the virus and the pandemic, the embassies are not operating the same way. If you're in the U.S., you would get a work permit, you would get travel authorization at the same time as your application. And this is even if you have a 21-year-old child, you're out of status. You have a child who's over 21 and you're out of status, you would still be able to apply. Okay. Hi, Zoheb. All right, great. The Kuzi, nice to see you. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Johnny says, how do you feel about the dozen U.S. Marines killed in Afghanistan today at the airport? I feel horrible. I really do feel very, very horrible. We're actually, if you know anyone that needs assistance, we can help. Our firm is already working with the government, with defense contractors to help people that help the U.S. in Afghanistan and to help them apply for refuge, to apply for green cards. So we're doing that right now, actually, for multiple cases. Okay. Anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you soon. Call us for consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. Thank you, and I will see you very soon.